A Minor Bird by Robert Frost. I've wished a bird would fly away and not sing by my house all day. Have clapped my hands at him from the door when it seemed as if I could bear no more. The fault must partly have been in me. The bird was not to blame for his key. And of course there must be something wrong in wanting to silence any song. A wreath of tears, Kobena Acquah, Osofopon SB Asamoah. Your funeral was so quiet and small, almost too small. It is said for a man your stature. You must have preferred it that way, having buried so many yourself, and knowing as you did how private grief must be, how loss remains at the end personal. We would have sent flowers, but seeing how they had fallen callously into disrepute, and not wanting to offend, we did not. Instead, from the garden of memory, suddenly blooming us with first rains, we plucked with care a rose here, an ivy there, ferns, lilies, chrysanthemums, and drop by tearful drop we wove a wreath from our personal loss. We wear it around our head. Privately, it will outlast any tombstone, and you would have preferred it that way. Desert Rivers, Lade Wosornu. Deserts too have their rivers, entombed from birth in earth. Waters mightier than waters lie hid from glare of sun, and winds that dry, roofed not by sky, but rocks that do not always hold. These run their unwitnessed course to their unwitnessed end. Without a sound, they gush into bowls of sea, far, far away from unaided human eyes. If you cannot see our tears, it does not mean we do not cry. Makola, Theresa Ennin. Head burnt, rags all around the upside-down pan, picking her nose, shuffling her feet, oblivious to the bustle and the calls of the driver's mate. This morning she quarreled with the husband. Why wouldn't he understand that her work is very tedious and involving? Why must it all be on his terms? At his convenience? Move out of the way. Move out, I say, shouts the cat pusher. None cares about his agitation. The sweat runs down his face, tiny rivulets of disappointment and fear. They sneak down and glide effortlessly into his dirty t-shirt. His tongue peeps out and licks the bits of sweat on his lips. That young girl with the thin arms balanced a bowl of sachet water on her head. The runny-nosed baby at her back is supported with a faded ATL cloth. He holds in his hands a battered teddy with an eye missing. The baby whimpers. She tries to soothe him by patting his leg. He refuses to be soothed and gives out a loud yell. Put him to the breast. One woman counsels. I can't, she says. I have no breast milk. Mama is a sunrise. Evelyn. Tooley. When she comes slip-footing through the door, she kindles us like a lamp coal-lighted, and we wake up glowing. She puts a spark even in Papa's eyes and turns out all our darkness. When she comes sweet-talking in the room, she warms us like grits and gravy, and we rise up shining even at night time. Mama is a sunrise that promises tomorrow and tomorrow. Scribbler's Dream, Lawrence Darmani. Scribbler, the dream in your mind fills the shelf. When upon the shelf you gaze, vacuum stares at you. There is your quill and parchment, But heavy are your hands. Why? Because disuse numbs the wrist. Between dreams and fruition, yawning gaps close, not by patient carpets, but by mating quills and parchment. Tell you the truth, the gold adorning the neck once was lost in rocky soil. They dig deep, who find it? Here is your quill, here are the sheets. When will this dream in your mind fill the shelf, scribbler? Sleep without wake. Amoako. Mother's milk gave me sack. Mother's fingers soothed my skin. The night kept mother awake when baby was sour, and that was me. You vanished into the morning mist of April's last days, 1998. Precisely how and when is locked up in your wooden box. That's sovereign. The collabo cord between you and me. Premier, son of a premier daughter, Abana's Panean child, Kobena. You put me through my infant paces. On Gold Coast, Ganshikbon, Ta, Tutu, in your maternal steps, Mami Tutoir, condolence. You were brought into view again after a long chilling month, your face frozen into a grim visage, till you thawed somewhat into your familiar self, but still inert, immobile, like a sculptured bride to the mourner's wilful gaze. Your last Odumasi words to me, only a week before, were, "Go in peace, it looks like rain." Words as auspicious, puzzling, portentous, looking back. The color of God. V.B. Aakye. Whoever painted God white, he must be black, says the black man. Of course not. He's got to be green, quipped the green man. But that cannot be. He must be red. Assure the red one how wrong you all are. He sure is blue. Vows the blue one. How silly man is. Loves the rose. Why should he be black or white, or green, or yellow, or even red? Of course he is all these and more. Can't you see? He is even rose and emerald. Yeah, and dark marks and aquamarine. If you doubt me, ask the rainbow.